Hey guys, wanted to just hop on here for a few seconds and just share a couple thoughts as a 25-year-old father and husband, just trying to be a healthy, functioning adult in 2025. Wanted this to be very candid. I'm sitting on my back porch getting mauled by mosquitoes to make this video, so it probably won't be that long, but just wanted to share a couple thoughts. If nothing else, I hope it encourages somebody, lets them know somebody out there is thinking the same thoughts, fighting the same fight. So yeah, I may do these like once a week. I might not. We'll see. We'll see what kind of response we get to this video. But my thought of the day is this. In 2025, we have become remarkably good at monetizing every aspect of human existence. We have commodified everything, right? If you have a hobby, if you have a special skill, and you're not monetizing it or commodifying it or productizing it and pushing it to market, then you're probably getting behind. And there's a way in which this is probably true, right? I think a lot of this is economically driven. Obviously, the economy's changed a lot since 2020. Things have gotten harder. Things have gotten more financially tight for a lot of people. I'm not immune to this. I see this every day. I feel this every day. But something happened when I became a dad. We had our first son last year, in April of last year. And when we had him, it kind of changed the way I thought about the world in general. Kind of really made me think about the world I want to raise him in, the kind of man I want to raise him to be, right? And it made me think about my own childhood. And growing up, I grew up, early 2000s into the 20-teens. And I didn't have all this pressure to monetize yourself and build your personal brand and become an influencer by the time you're 18. And while I'm not necessarily against that, if it's done right, and I mean really right, like you got to be really careful, I do think just society at large has swallowed this lie that we should be monetizing every aspect of our life. We should be building a brand that you can monetize in every way. You've built all these social media platforms and you post every day, every aspect of your life to it every single day, for the purpose of having these funnels that generate business and whatnot. And I think it's just made us a sick society. Like we're spiritually corrupted, we're emotionally corrupted, bankrupted. We are relationally, we're just lonely. We've got a lonely generation, Gen Z especially, which I kind of fall on that cusp of like Gen Z to millennial. But yeah, in all these ways, we're just kind of sapped of the things that really make us human, right? And so all that to say, I'm not sure what the solution is. I'm hopping on here to just share a couple thoughts and share a couple, I don't know. This is like a challenge to myself as well as a challenge to anybody watching. Get out this week and do something just for the sake of doing it. Do something that you enjoy. Go get coffee with a friend, not because of career advancement or a networking opportunity or talking business shop. I think we do that enough, right? I do that. I like enter a social situation and I'm like, oh, this is a networking opportunity, or this is a chance for me to, get my foot in the door with this industry or whatever, right? We all do that. Especially if you're an entrepreneur or business owner, like you kind of have to do that to survive, right? So I understand that. But I would challenge myself as well as anybody watching this that resonates with, to get out and do something that poses very little, if no monetary gain to you whatsoever. No professional gain. You're just doing it for the sake of doing it because you enjoy the thing, right? And another aspect of this is that some of the biggest issues in human history required substantial amounts of time with people getting together, having ideas, talking things out for the long-term good of society, right? Of the community, like communal good. And I think we've built this hyper-individualistic society where we don't really care about anybody but ourselves. And it puts us in this like tunnel vision mode where we don't realize, oh, my friend over here has problems too. Because we're trying to build this brand, we're trying to build this business, whatever it is. We're trying to, start our side hustle or just grind it out at our 9 to 5, to the point that we kind of forget that, like, hey, life exists outside of this, right? We don't really take the time to sit back and say, what are other like big aspects of our life that need addressing, right? What are like things in our community where maybe some gifts that we have or some talents that we have could contribute? What are some ways that we could contribute to our community as a whole rather than just building kind of this kingdom for ourselves? And so I don't know what the answer is, guys. This is just a thought I've had a lot lately, and so I wanted to hop on here and share. And so all that being said, I think I've got about 10,000 mosquito bites on my legs now, so we're going to wrap this video up. If you guys like this or it resonated with you, please drop a like or a comment. Let me know what part of the video really stuck with you, as well as if you guys would like to see more content like this. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.